Huh?
name.
Oh, you can hit R.
Oh, there you go.
It's recording now.
For Rob.
Welcome to the Bucketscast,
Basketball.
the basketball podcast where four white guys talk about basketball for half an hour.
You used to shimmer eyes.
Yes.
You're all white.
Yeah.
So
You got me there.
I am Esther and joined by Jake, Matt, Rob. All the guys are here. We haven't actually had one when no one's not here yet, but if we have new listeners, it's good for them to know who we are. How are we all?
I'm good.
Yeah, good.
Are you, Rob?
I'm good.
You gonna be able to stay awake through this whole thing?
Yeah, we'll be right.
Sweet. Today we're doing sort of a game show.
Game show.
Game show seems wrong because
I don't know. You really haven't explained it, so I'm just gonna have faith.
So there's no points. There's no like teams. There's nothing really game or show about this.
And I'm still gonna get the dub.
But basically, I've got a bunch of questions, and we've got a dice and a coin, and we're just gonna see where luck takes us on
Awesome.
a journey of.
It's like basketball Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes. Alright, now we're going to talk for 2 hours about our individual characters before we actually get into it.
So Drummond of Green.
I was gonna say it too. Are we the same person?
He's just the most Dungeons and Dragons NBA player,
He is.
apparently.
It's just that face.
Maybe like Matt Bonner. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Tim Duncan actually did play Dungeons and Dragons, so...
Yeah,
Could've
probably a
gone
lot
there.
of them have.
How do you think the Spurs had such good team chemistry?
'Cause they...
They studied their fucking law.
They had to take on the Demogorgon. Come on. Cole, how do you think Kawhi earned his starting spot?
he finally did it when no one else could.
We rolled that 7.
Hey guys, who wants to roll the dice first?
Me?
Yeah, no.
Shotgun.
No.
Okay, it's gonna be...
It's
It's
Rob.
Rob.
I don't want to roll the dice.
Hit it for the roll.
Right. Kobe.
Roll again.
What number is that, Rob?
Oh, it's a 6. I'm already dominant.
Oh man. Would you guys like a question?
Not really.
Comment. Sorry.
Matt, thoughts?
I'll take
What are you
it.
doing?
I'll take it.
Do you want a question?
Or what?
I thought you guys would just say yes and I'd
Yes, question.
Yes.
What is the most depressing team in the NBA? And because Rob rolled, Rob starts.
The Chicago Bulls.
Why are they the most depressing team?
Because they don't have a single heart. They don't care about the game. They have no future. And they're just... I just don't have words for how disappointing they are as a team. Even if they make playoffs, they're still the worst team in playoffs.
Yeah.
If they don't make playoffs, they're the worst not making playoffs team. And I just fucking hate them. I'm not looking skill-wise. Like,
Yeah.
it's such a bad franchise. They're a 49ers level franchise.
Oof. Yeah, 49ers aren't good.
And you lost your Jordan era guy today.
Yeah, Krause, yeah.
Rest in
Rip.
peace.
Yeah.
Good boy.
Would you say it's if you had to go back to one moment that sort of defined the Bulls season, would you say that 9-point first quarter is probably a pretty good reflection of the whole season for the Bulls?
Who was that against?
I'm not sure actually.
It
It's
wasn't,
not a lot
even,
of points.
it wasn't even a good team.
Yeah. Lakers possibly?
Yeah, it was a not playoff team, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But either way, it wasn't even that. I think that was we're already downhill at that point. I think it was after the first few games, the team thought they were a lot better than they were and started acting like they were the defending champions because they won the first 3 games, and then, they got a real reality check where they started losing to a bunch of shitty teams.
Yeah.
And they just kept losing and keep losing easy games. I think it was, I don't know if they've improved, probably not, but they were statistically the worst fourth quarter team at the All-Star break.
Yeah.
Like, they'd scored the least, they had the most scored against them.
Oh, it was the Celtics.
Sorry. That'd be right. We'll still beat them. Yeah.
Yeah. Matt and Jake, do you guys agree it's the Bulls, or would you guys have a different pick in mind?
Yes, I got 2 other ones.
I got one.
Here you go.
There are a few other teams, I'll give them that. It's not like
Jake,
they're the
you
only
got
team.
It's the Clippers.
Yeah.
It is the Clippers.
I don't know if we can go that
The
far
Clippers,
yet.
are,
No.
the
Okay.
Clippers are literally a title contender.
Can I make my argument for why... Okay, they might not be the most depressing team, but they're like the embodiment of depression as a mental illness.
Oh, mate.
Okay.
I
Okay.
found my new team. Let's go.
So, because they're like a bunch of really good players and a good coach, and they should be a lot better than they are, and then just like one thing goes wrong for them, and they just decide they can't do it, and they just go to a dark place where every skill they have doesn't matter. They just, recede back into themselves, and like they just lose, and they fight, and they can't get it together and stuff.
They've won recently.
Against the Lakers and the
And
Cavs without
any
the big three.
All-Stars.
Counts.
I think it's
They
still
take-
the
but they
They still won
technically
those games
wins.
by over 30.
Yeah.
I think it's the Clippers because, like you said, they should be a contender. Like, they lose 3-1 to the Rockets that year. They blow the 3-1 lead, and it's just like, you have the players, you have the coach. You've needed a 3 for how long? You haven't done anything about it, and like, they might be the most frustrating team to follow. I feel.
Well, I think the fact is with this team, Mbah Moute is like probably one of the best small forwards we've had, and the thing is, he could be a workable starting player because there's enough talent on this team, like between the big three of Chris Paul, Griffin, and DeAndre. But the problem is because those guys are so inconsistent, just like they just sort of fall apart and stuff. It doesn't matter who's starting at the small forward because when your best players sort of just clam up when there's any adversity, it doesn't really matter who you've got in 4 and 5.
Some big decisions this offseason. You have to re-sign Chris Paul. What are you going to do with Blake Griffin?
Should we talk about that now?
Yeah, let's go into that.
While we're there, we may as well roll into
Yeah.
it. I don't think it's as bad for the Clippers as you guys are making it out. I feel they've never really been healthy come playoffs, so I think it's a bit unfair to sort of write them off and say, you know, they haven't got it done this and that way. You know, you've had seasons where either CP3 or Blake's been missing a very extended period of time, and that really affects momentum coming into playoffs.
Absolutely.
And then they come up against a team where, like, sure, they did have a lead, you know, that's not forgiven for blowing a lead, but a team like the Rockets that didn't have injuries, where, you know, they just find their groove and keep going. I think that also comes into it, so I don't think they're the worst, but they're a weird team. I just never know what to expect from the Clippers.
Yeah.
In my mind, this year could be the Clippers' year if it all turns right. Like, the Warriors have injury concerns. The next best team, the Spurs, but the Clippers have beaten the Spurs before in the playoffs. Like, the Clippers match up really well with the Spurs.
And the Spurs are not as good as they used to be.
The Rockets aren't proven with these guys in the playoffs, so you don't know what you're getting. Like, you feel like this could be the year for the Clippers in some alternate universe, but in this universe, something's going to go wrong. Someone's going to get hurt.
The thing that I like for the Clippers come playoffs is they're not just a bunch of stars put together. They're a good team when they play together. They really fire as a team, like with CP3, Blake, and DeAndre. They just work really well together. So if they can work as a team, it's good. But as of late, they've been just, you know, a bunch of individuals just on the same court together.
Yeah.
Because they've been so injured, they haven't had a season
To gel.
to be together like they expected. And I think, they are in this top tier of teams where they can get over, especially if the Warriors got issues. The Spurs are relying too much on Kawhi. You know, there's going to be other problems. So they can get over if everything goes right. And I find value in being that team that, like, gets 50 wins every year. Go, keep going, because eventually something can go wrong and you can get over the top, like the Mavs did a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
You know, like, if you just keep being a really good team, eventually you can break through. They might not, but it's worth a shot, I reckon.
You don't have a chance if you're not there.
Okay, alternative take though. Even if everything breaks right for this team, they will still lose because they are fundamentally like, all right, this is like much more dramatic than I mean it to be, but they are broken at the core of that team where that playoff series against the Rockets shook them so much that any sort of adversity, even if everything's going right and they're playing a weakened Golden State team or a Spurs team they can beat, they will fuck it up and they will lose. And I think that this team just needs to break up. Players need to go different places. They just need to try again because I don't think this team ever gets anywhere, even if stuff breaks right for them.
I disagree completely because I think they're at the point now where everyone expects nothing from them. They expect them to just fall apart. So that pressure really isn't on their shoulders like it has been in past years. So I think if they can all, you know, gel, find the right go, they're not carrying that pressure of, oh, wow, you really should be doing this or that because now everyone's just like, oh, you know, they're pretty shit now. You know, don't expect anything from them. They can't make it out of the first round. Out of the second round, sorry.
They won't make it out of the first round this year. They will lose to Utah in 6 games.
I don't think they'll beat Utah in 4.
I am so down on the Clippers. I've never been this down on them.
You've never been this down.
Yeah, I think it's, you know, the Clippers will be remembered for that 3-1 choke against Houston.
Yeah.
And, like, the 2015 year, they're 1 quarter away from a conference finals berth, you know. They get through that. Maybe that's the breakthrough they need. They play the Warriors in the conference finals, who they beat the year before in the playoffs. And the Warriors weren't this stud team, like, that everyone was scared of. Yeah, they won 66 games, but they weren't this big-time threat. And, you know, I think that was their chance.
Yeah.
After that. I think a problem with their philosophy as well is they're probably looking too big picture rather than when they come playoffs taking it one series at a time. They're probably thinking about the next series before they've wrapped up the series.
Yeah.
And that's probably one of the reasons why Houston managed to come back and beat them because they were up 3-1. Take it for granted, you know. Oh, well, guess we're looking forward to playing the Warriors in the next round and then they don't even make that.
Where do they go if they lose Chris Paul?
Well, here's the thing. Like, obviously, the next few months are going to be huge for all these guys' future. Whether they make the second round and like they decide that's enough to keep going, or whether they make conference finals and they're like, yeah, let's do it. Or even if they make conference finals and you're like, well, we're not going to get any further. There's no point trying again. So, personally, I think Chris Paul's staying regardless. I've listened to a couple of different podcasts and the point keeps coming up that he basically was the president behind the CBA and he negotiated this deal so that he can get a lot of money.
Yeah.
Like, as part of it, it's just like for the age you can get a max extension up to, he basically fits in there perfectly. That's a bit of a coincidence.
Yeah.
So I think
his
his
star players not leaving team, getting a bigger bonus.
Yeah, so he's going to stay at the Clippers, I'm pretty damn sure. Whether Blake moves is really, no one's been talking about it.
Yeah.
I think people,
The
when
past
there's
few seasons, I agree. There's always been speculation with Blake.
Yeah, but
No one
in
ever knows.
this season, people haven't been talking about Blake moving on. Like, there hasn't been a whole lot of chatter yet, but I suppose people have talked about Millsap might be moving on, Ibaka might be going somewhere else. People have talked chucked names up, but Blake hasn't really come up. But I think people should be talking about him more. I don't know where he'd go.
Yeah.
And personally, I think his relationship with the Clippers, it would be hard for him to leave from his personal standpoint, in that's where he's played his whole career. He probably has a lot of, all his successes come there. So I think
he's probably the best player in Clippers history.
Exactly, pull his brand away from it.
Yeah.
But then again, if he wants to go from a basketball standpoint, it might be better to move on. And then the Clippers can try this new wave of basketball where you get Chris Paul and DeAndre and then put 3 shooters in between them and see if it gets any better, like the Heat have got.
When you look at the Clippers, I don't think Chris Paul. I think Blake Griffin. Even though Chris Paul is the best player in that team, I think it's Blake Griffin's team. Because he was there since he was a rookie. He was there when they were shit. They've built the culture around him.
They would be saying...
I just can't see him leaving.
They would be saying goodbye to Lob City a little bit. They still got DeAndre, but...
Okay. But what if Chris Paul to Spurs, so he can play with the best offense, the best coach, that he can finally be happy.
Sweet.
Griffin. You mean he's coming to Chicago for Fred Hoiberg? Lit.
Griffin to OKC so he can play with the actual MVP. And then everyone's happy, and then the Clippers can just get more draft picks, and DeAndre can get traded somewhere, and it'll be fine.
But what if Chris Paul goes to Houston?
I don't know if I keep following basketball, honestly.
You can't have 2 point guards on the team. No takers?
Hunt can play them 4. One thing I was going to say, let's just think of a hypothetical.
Campaigns in the D-League.
Yeah, that's not great.
You know how... What's his name? When the Clippers did the Baron Davis trade?
Yeah.
That allowed them to get Chris Paul. Do you think they would be better off not making that trade so they could keep that pick and they get Kyrie Irving?
No.
It's not, you don't know in the future, but if you could turn back the clock, do you think the Clippers would be better off today if they had Kyrie Irving instead of Chris Paul?
No, I don't think Kyrie's
better than Chris Paul.
No. I don't think Kyrie's much good if he's the lead guy on a team. And maybe Griffin is
the Cavs when Kyrie got drafted, they were even though they got him, he was an all-star player.
Yeah,
they were still probably the worst team in the league for a few years. Granted, they didn't have another star with like Griffin would have been, but Chris Paul lifts your team up a lot more than prime Chris Paul lifts your team up a lot more than rookie Kyrie Irving.
Yeah.
I mean more than just wins. I'm talking future as well. Where would you prefer an aging Chris Paul now, or you could still have an up-and-coming Kyrie Irving and Blake Griffin for the future?
I don't. Where does it put you though? Because I don't think Kyrie.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm just curious. Because I've never really put much thought into it, but I read something somewhere about one of the big what ifs, and I don't think it helps either team, honestly.
Yeah, I think it's. Yeah, it's probably for the best for the Clippers. The Clippers are relevant now because Griffin turned into a star and they got Chris Paul, and that worked out really well. So I think, for them, they wouldn't go back on it if they had the chance.
Yeah.
Because I don't think, I think Kyrie gets some more highlight plays maybe, but they're not as good as a team, and they don't see Lob City happen as much. So
that's one thing I agree. As much hype as Kyrie's been getting lately because, he made clutch plays in the finals last season. He's been, flashing, getting lots of good stats this season. I still think Chris Paul's the best point guard in the league, and he's, I'd take, elderly in a Walker, Chris Paul, and young Buck Kyrie Irving.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think realistically they're going to stay because I'm not sure who else has the space and the assets for Blake to sign there.
Okay,
But I think Doc Rivers is out
what do
if
you
they don't
think-
make second round.
I don't think
Oh.
Doc Rivers is that good.
I don't think.
No, I don't
Rivers
think he is
gone.
either.
I don't think
Yeah.
he's
Sorry,
gone.
Doc. I would get
What
rid
other
of him.
coaches? What coaches are
Oh,
around?
I'll find someone.
I think anybody, like,
Tony.
maybe not anybody, but just like,
Sorry.
just
Like, what's it-
a new face would be interesting.
Okay, now just think about this. It's it would be a different move for everybody.
Where's Vinny Del Negro?
What would you think about Blake Griffin signing with someone like the Philadelphia 76ers?
Ooh.
Because no,
Phoenix,
no, no,
Phoenix have been looking after someone.
I'm just saying, like, they've been, improving every year. They're poised for playoffs next season if they keep this leap. Their young guys are improving. They'll have good Simmons, hopefully a healthy Embiid. Saric as well. You've got TJ, I guess.
Yeah, no, I think
A
the
couple of
point,
others.
the
And
point you
they'll
made there
get
is...
another decent guard because there's a million guards in this
Yeah.
draft. What do you think about him being the guy to lead that team?
I think the point you made just then was that all their names they've got are big guys.
Yeah.
And they've already
Yeah.
got a clog with
Well, that's what-
Simmons and Saric both want to play the 4 next year.
Sarge looks good.
Oh, do
And
they?
Saric's gonna be
Why
rookie of the
do
year,
they
so-
want to play the 4? I didn't know that.
Yeah. Simmons is going
Okay.
to play 4.
No, Simmons
They
play
might put it... Oh, okay, they might play him at point. But either way,
D'Antoni's going to
there's
coach
going to be
this
too
team.
many big games. I guess we'll see what happens.
Yeah. So, back to the depressing team question.
Yeah, mine is the Kazoos or the Nets.
Yeah.
Basically,
Anything in New
basketball
York
is
isn't
shit.
good. I think the Nets get one up on, like, in terms of depressingness on the Knicks because the Knicks have Porzingis and the Nets have.
Yeah, and then
Not
the Nets
Porzingis.
obviously don't have a pick, and then they look
Wait.
forward-
Hang on 1 second, everybody.
I'm gonna snap my neck if we go over this every week.
Who has the Nets pick then?
Oh yeah, it's the Celtics.
Oh, the
Yeah,
Celtics.
that's Boston, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And they're going to win the chip.
I completely scanned over the Nets. They are abysmal. They need a fold. Merge with another team.
I think, and like the Knicks are bad, and they've been in the news like all year about how shit they are, and everyone hates each other, and no one wants to play there. But they do have Porzingis, who's going to be a great player. The Nets of like don't have a pick, Jake, and they don't have another pick in a couple of years, Jake. And then what assets do they have on their team? They've got a couple young players, but no one who's really going to be a star.
Their star player, Brook Lopez, will be aging and declining very soon.
I'd love to
And-
see Lopez on a team.
I hope he goes
but
somewhere.
that's what I just
Oh,
you look
man.
at him and you think, why haven't Brooklyn traded him?
No one wants him.
Nothing's. No, they could get something for him. 100%.
I don't know how much they get for him.
Anything. A late first rounder from a good team. Something because
But I think maybe that's even too much to ask. Because if like
from a brink all star.
no, but like if there was that on the table, I think Brooklyn would have taken it by now.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
See, when I compare like Brooklyn and New York to the Clippers, it's just like I know Brooklyn and New York are gonna suck.
Yeah.
Like, I don't
See,
get that hope up for
I
the
think-
Clippers.
I think the only reason Brook Lopez is still the Nets is because they're feigning trying to be good.
I mean, I guess it's like
Yeah.
what's the point of being bad when you don't have your pick?
If you can't get a
Like-
first round
Yeah,
for
but then
Lopez.
it's also just like, what's the point of not stacking up these assets that are dropping in value when by the time you get your picks back, your team's in
Like,
complete shambles.
Maybe they'll trade him in the off season.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But is the set for Brooklyn literally just like
Hope someone
let's
signs.
just sit here and suffer for 3 years
I think so.
and then just like
Well,
we'll get
I
our
saw
picks back and
rumours-
suddenly
I think
see what
I
happens?
saw the rumors they're trying to bring what's that point guard's name over from Moscow?
Yeah, the really good guy.
Teodosic.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds vaguely familiar.
Yeah, he's
He doesn't want to sign though.
he's apparently like the best non-NBA player in the world.
Yeah.
And, I think down the Nets would it'd be good landing spot
As
for
long
them.
as he's not like 34.
No, he doesn't want to
Is he
sign.
next Pablo?
He's 30, but
Okay.
if he came into the league, he could be an all-star.
Oh, okay.
His deal is
He's that good, but he, the way he plays, he would not. I don't think he'll last in the NBA.
he
How
won't
come?
sign with Brooklyn.
He's just. I just think the physicality's not the same.
Yeah, that's
It's like playing even in the Olympics. It's not as physical as the NBA.
yeah.
And he, got rattled a bit in the Olympics. So
Yeah. Yeah, why would he sign with Brooklyn if he's coming over here?
Because the owners of Brooklyn used to own the team he plays for now, and he has a really good relationship with them.
Yeah. Okay.
So, and I feel like that's probably the place he'll be able to get his best paycheck.
Yeah.
So it sort of depends on his, what he wants.
Yeah, it's his whole package. I was reading today. His thing is, I need the whole package. I need a winning team, and I need minutes.
Yeah.
So I need to be a starting point.
That also depends how good Brooklyn's pitch is. If we have you, we are a winning team. You'll make everyone on the team better. This and that. That's why.
How much can you lie to this foreign dude to get him over here?
Nah, bro, I got the internet. I know what you're about.
I can get your record up on my phone, man. That's not good.
On to the next question, I think.
We
I'll
talked.
roll this
We
dice.
talked 20 minutes in that one, which I didn't think had happened.
There's 3 really shitty teams that NBA is depressing nowadays.
Yeah. Hit that
I'm
dice
gonna roll
roll.
this dice. 2.
2. Okay, so preface to this question. I picked these guys sort of randomly based on the fact that I saw their name and I was like, wonder what they're doing at the moment.
Sure.
Okay. Pick one of these players who could help a contender the most. Mario Chalmers, JJ Hickson, Kendrick Perkins, Gary Neal.
Gary
Oh.
Neal.
Chalmers has that title experience. He's played with LeBron. No, Chalmers.
Yeah?
I'm gonna go Chalmers.
Of these guys, I was trending towards Neal and
Yeah, I think
Chalmers.
so.
I just think, those two are the standouts for me. I just think Neil fits in a teams really well. I don't think there's a team in the league that couldn't benefit from, just having a guy like him that could, handle a bit, spot up on the wing, play some okay defense. Like, obviously, nowhere near a starting role or anything, but just a solid boost off the bench.
Yeah, I think both of those guys they'd come off the bench and spot up for 3 and maybe dribble the ball down and pass to a star player.
I don't think take Chalmers because he's a better defender.
Yeah.
See, I think I just take Neil because of who he's played with in the past.
Yeah.
I feel like he probably just has better attitude.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of Chalmers. I don't think he would have done anything if he didn't have LeBron by his side.
Yeah. Hickson's interesting as like a energy guy off the bench.
He hasn't
but-
played in a couple
What about...
Yeah, but I don't think they're going to bring him.
I'm going to take option 5 and pick Nate Robinson.
Isn't he being garbage in the D-League?
He's been solid in the deal.
Have you guys seen a recent call up Jordan Crawford for the Pelicans and playing really well?
Oh, yeah.
Well, by playing really well, scoring a lot of points, which is basically what he does. But
For the Pelicans,
Is he starting?
I don't think so.
No.
he should be. He's the best 2 they have.
Yeah. I actually did see some highlights and I was like, is he the
Is
same one
I
who was
remember-
like...
I remember when he was going off for the Celtics.
Yeah.
Isn't he just like a crazy score every bucket, but like don't do anything else kind
Yeah.
of player?
He had a couple of good passes one time.
Yeah, I'm sure he can pass when he gets triple
But
teamed.
isn't that why he's been out of the league for a year or 2?
Yeah.
But maybe that's exactly what the Pelicans need is just someone who can just get a
someone
bucket
who gets the ball.
when Davis and DeMarcus on the bench and stuff. Kendrick Perkins is interesting to me just because
He's washed.
he's just comes in, dishes some hard fouls and some hard screens for 5 minutes a game or
He's a
something.
guy who I think is 38, but I think he's actually 32.
Yeah.
I think he's in my mind he's really old.
Perkins is washed.
Yeah, I think, but he sort of fills the same role that to a lesser degree that Bogut would have in Cleveland. Just he comes in, lumbers around with some hard screens and stuff.
Except Bogut can play defense.
Well, yeah.
Yes.
I hate Bogut, but yeah, I'll give him that.
Yeah.
He does play some defense. Matt's raising his eyebrows at some stats.
Yeah, because Jordan Crawford's played 8 games this year.
Yeah,
He's scoring 14 points a game
yeah.
and shooting 51% from the field and 50% from 3.
Oh, shit.
Wow, all right.
In 21 and a half minutes a game, he's scoring 14
Can we
points.
give him most improved, late?
But he's looking through his stats, he's always
scored a lot of points
in not many minutes.
But
So
I think his usage rate's probably
real high.
very high.
let's
Yeah.
have a look. You can edit this bit out.
No, it's okay. Does someone else want to roll the dice?
Yeah, Jake,
while
you're up.
Yeah.
Oh,
One.
doubles.
Another one.
Is LaVar Ball going to negatively impact his son's NBA careers?
No, Lonzo Ball's a star.
100%. He's already ruined his son's careers.
Oh wow.
No,
Okay.
Lonzo Ball is
Jake, you
a
get the
star.
floor first because you
I am high
rolled the
on
dice.
I have watched Lonzo Ball since he was in high school with the good old Chino Hills boys, and I'm a big fan of Lonzo.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna be really great.
And you
I think what's wrong with his dad selling his boys, getting him into the he's. So what? He might be exploiting them a little for money.
Yeah.
Keep getting them checks. Keep getting them checks, my man.
So you think Lonzo is just good enough that it doesn't matter?
I think Lonzo's gonna be really good.
Yeah.
I just feel really bad for the Ball sons for having a crack addict as a dad.
Wow, that is
They
a
have
strong
a
take.
basketball. They have multiple rings in their backyard. They live a good life already.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They're quite well off already. Like, I'm not sure about the other sons because Leangelo just graduated from high school.
Yeah.
He'll be
It's
at
too early to
He'll be at UCLA, but he's like an undersized power forward who can hit threes
Okay.
and like bully people inside. So like
I
you
think
can't. A big guy can't guard him because he'll burn him from three, and a small guy's like too small for him.
Yeah.
I think they'll all make the league. It's just a matter of what they contribute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're all going to UCLA on scholarships. And
Yeah.
LaMelo is, to me, the most intriguing because he's just a guy who jacks threes.
Yeah, well, I feel like LaMelo's had it rough from a lot of people just ripping him for being a cherry picking little bitch when he's not. Because like I watched that game where he scored what was 93 points, I think it was, and like only I think 20 of those were cherry picked,
Yeah.
which
I just think
70 valid points is
wait until they're in college.
That's
Yeah,
what
you
those
can't judge those young
That's
guys.
why people
Yeah.
people writing them off already. Like, just let the dudes play. Like,
Yeah.
I'm high on Lonzo as well. I think he'll be a real good player for years to come. I think he'll be
Yeah.
a perennial all star. But I also think LaVar's putting a lot of pressure on the kids' shoulders. If they don't perform in their rookie season, they'll take a severe hit to endorsements, team interest, this and that, and
So
pressure getting minutes because he's going on about how good they are, and I think it's going to affect the kids' attitudes as well. I think they're going to think they're God's gift to the world.
That's true. Like we say, shoot your shot.
Yeah, shoot your shot.
Shoot your shot.
Shea Serrano for the Ringer says it all the time, and it's like the best advice I've ever heard.
Like Lonzo Ball's first 2 rounds of the March tournament, has been playing out of his mind. Like,
Yeah.
you look up those highlights and you will drool a little.
Yeah,
but
That guy's-
college and the NBA are not the same thing.
That's true.
But the March tournament can project players' careers.
In terms of like pressure and stuff, I think there's a level that can be similar, but in terms of like the actual style of play and the players you face, it is different.
I think the difference is playing in March Madness is not the same as when Lonzo gets drafted by the Lakers because it's a completely different change.
So,
You go. I was gonna say, like, there's all this hype around him going to the Lakers.
He has to go to the Lakers.
No, but if he goes to the Celtics, it's a great story in 15
Yes.
years. When it's like, I was meant to go to the Lakers.
Isn't that like sort of like the next level of Paul Pierce, where he's a Lakers fan his whole life and goes to Boston
yeah.
instead?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
Everything at the moment is like, man, this guy's a Lakers player already. He's like
Yeah.
Kobe happening in front of us.
But you realise as soon as Lonzo's contract's up, he's going to the Lakers.
Yeah, but that won't be for like 9 years, so that's okay. He can play in Philly for a while first, I guess, or something.
Or Boston.
Yeah, or Boston.
Well, he won't be going
like-
to Philly because Philly's draft pick will be like 9th.
I mean, he won't be going to the Brooklyn Nets either.
Yeah.
Philly's pick's way low.
Matt, did you get that
They've
Jordan
got someone
Crawford
else to pick.
stat thing you were looking for, or whatever you were looking for?
Like his usage rate was up about like 25%, which is about what Chris Paul has. So
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Hey, maybe he's Chris Paul level player. Who
But
knows?
it was like less than like Harden and shit. So
Yeah.
it's not
He'd
crazy.
want to be less than Westbrook.
So Rob, you think that the biggest issue LaVar will have with Lonzo? I get mixed up with the names of
Yeah,
the
Lonzo is the
the
guy
one that's
playing-
coming in. Yeah.
Lonzo,
So
LaMelo
No, Leangelo.
is
LaMelo.
Leangelo.
So you think the big issue will be a confidence thing where he'll be either too confident or if things don't go right,
I just
he'll
think
be
that
too little?
family are a bunch of cocky assholes.
Okay.
Just from everything I've seen in the videos, I hope they prove me wrong, and they're a bunch of like sick lads, but they just look really
No.
arrogant from everything I've seen.
No, but when you watch them play, they don't like trash people after they burn them.
Yeah.
Like Lonzo crushed the dude up, made him fall to the floor, and like went to help him up and everything. Like he didn't get in his face.
Yeah.
Like, that's the kind of stuff I like. You know, like the humble player. Like Lonzo looks like one of those guys who doesn't get in people's face when he burns them, and I like that. I like that.
We'll
Yeah.
just
I like that shit.
see how they go.
Yeah, Matt, do you have any takes on Lonzo? Because I don't follow college at all, so I've seen him take one shot and he hit it. And I was
I
like,
haven't been following this group too much because Dallas has played better recently. I don't really care about his dad. I don't care what he says.
yeah,
He talked trash to LeBron's kids the
Yeah.
other day, so I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, you're a dick."
yeah,
That's why I think a lot of teams would probably look at him and be like, "Does he have the same attitude as his dad? Do we want to risk that?"
Obviously not. But
And I think
don't
I just think that might be a bit of a hindrance on his career, like because it's the kind of thing that will sit in the back of GM's minds, that sort of thing, you know.
yeah. But I
Like,
think,
even like without meaning to do it, it's the kind of thing that people will judge.
but based on what I've heard about Lonzo, he's actually like a super humble dude, as Jake said. So I think like one interview with him will like, get them past the idea that he's gonna be an arrogant dick. Like they'll be like, oh, he's not like his dad. He's gonna be fine. He's a superstar. Let's just draft him. Yeah.
We'll wait and see.
Next roll.
Well, we're almost up to 30 minutes. Do we want to go?
Next
One
roll.
more roll.
One more roll.
A four-way roll. A four-way.
All right.
roll.
No.
Four-way
Extra
roll.
ends roll. We've all rolled.
Oh, but I made up the game. Do
Do
I
it.
roll?
Do it.
Oh god.
No, it should have been a.
You're an idiot.
Wow.
We're on to another one. Another one.
I rolled it into the glass on the table for those
You
playing
did on
at
purpose.
home. Yeah, sorry, Matt.
You're gonna have to watch the die now.
Number 1.
But if we get number 1 again, that means we have to flip the coin.
Oh,
Who wants to flip the coin?
Oh.
me.
Matt gets to flip the coin.
It's Matt's house. You ripped his die.
Damn it.
Tails.
Never
Okay.
fails.
Let's talk about Utah.
All right, let's talk about
Oh,
Utah, baby.
shit.
All right. So the question is, how far into the playoffs do the Jazz need to get to feel comfortable keeping Gordon Hayward on their
First
team?
round. Pass the first round. Make
I
the
think-
second round.
I think the Jazz feel comfortable with anything. I think
Okay.
Gordon Hayward is the one that I have to convince to stay. Like, the Jazz are going to sign him to max no matter what.
No. I mean, sorry. I mean,
how do the Jazz have to perform to
the Jazz.
feel comfortable about Gordon Hayward wants to come back?
Yeah. So they how far do they have to get for the Jazz to be like, okay, Gordon Hayward's going to want to come back to this team?
I think the
I could have
They
phrased
wait
that
till the
better.
first day of free agency and then they find out. Honestly, like,
I think the second round, if they make the second round, I'd feel very comfortable. Even if they don't make the second round, win a couple of games, it's their first playoffs for a million years.
Yeah, that's true. So do you think there's a concern if, say, the Clippers beat them comfortably in 4? Do you think that's for the Jazz? They're like, oh god, we might lose Gordon.
Yeah, especially when they see the Celtics win the chip. Like, Hayward might be like, oh, I probably want to play this.
I
Yeah.
feel like the Jazz, it depends on the series. Like, they could get swept and Hayward would still feel comfortable. It's the kind of games that happen. I feel like it depends if they're blowouts, if, Hayward feels his teammates giving up on plays, this and that.
Yeah.
It's just so many things.
There's a
can
lot of
happen.
internal stuff we can't know about as
Especially
well.
considering they've also never been in playoffs. No one knows how they're going to take the pressure. Hayward could be the one that bombs their players for all we know.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I think they're fine. Like, even if they got comfortably swept by the Clippers.
I mean,
Yeah.
I still
a fourth seed. Like, not often you see someone leave a fourth seed.
Yeah, okay. That's fair enough.
Okay, dude.
Matt, do you have takes on Gordon Hayward staying or leaving?
I personally feel like he'll stay regardless.
Yeah.
Like, if they stick to their 4th seed, he'll stay regardless of how
Yeah.
they go. I don't know if, obviously, like, he can look at Boston and say it's greener on the other side.
Oh.
Yeah.
But,
I get it because the Celtics agree.
And we also have Brooklyn's pick, by the way.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
Yeah,
because
that's
one
pretty
team's in
fun.
the east and one's in the west on the other side. Yeah.
Alright, yeah.
There's
nice.
a lot of layers to that one.
Apart from Boston,
Next level basketball jokes.
where else does he go? If it's not Utah or
Utah.
Boston.
Minimum contract at the Clippers.
Uh,
Let's go.
Philly?
No, he wouldn't. He doesn't go to a team that's not a winner. I feel like he
Absolutely.
would. I'd like to see him somewhere like OKC if they could somehow work some salary cap space.
Miami?
Griffin, Hayward, and Westbrook.
No one
Love
wants to
it.
play with Westbrook. He's
Or-
a ball.
I'd play with
Isaiah
Westbrook.
Thomas, Gordon Hayward, and Al Horford.
And the Brooklyn.
And
pick.
Markel Fultz. and
Or
Man, I like you
LeBron,
guys.
Kevin Love, Gordon Hayward, KD, Steph Curry, Draymond.
Wait, hang on.
Wait, are we
Zaza.
talking about next year's All-Star games? Oh, okay.
They're all playing for Portland as well. Don't know how that happened.
Oh, Portland would be a good landing spot.
They got no space.
Yeah,
They
they.
have to trade Alan Crabbe and trade.
Yeah.
They should
Like-
trade Alan Crabbe anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
they
really
should
should.
trade Alex
Like-
Patty.
With these questions, it's always like they want to trade him, but like who's gonna want
Yeah.
him? Like he's not that he's a bad player, but it's just like he's on a reasonably big contract and he's just like, a bench
So average.
3-and-D
I
guy.
saw,
Like,
and if this fucking happens, I'm gonna. I'm gonna put this on there was interest from the Bulls in trading Jimmy Butler for Crabbe and a first round pick from Brooklyn, Brooklyn from Portland.
Ew.
good trade. Do it. Pull the
Ew.
trigger on
Yeah, I
that one.
say do it.
Yeah. Like they're
So,
so.
so,
why are
so,
you so
so, you
desperate to get?
get an overpaid role player and a first round pick that'll probably end up being around 20 next season.
Yeah.
Gross.
Why do they hate Jimmy Butler so much? Like he's worth
Get
a
him to the
little more
Celtics.
than
No,
that.
wait, you see they have interest in that, but they're not interested in anything from the Celtics unless it's
Yeah.
Brooklyn's picks. Which end of the spectrum are we at?
Yeah. It sounds like they've just decided that they need the pick from the Celtics, but anyone else can give them like anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Despite the Celtics.
All right. Do we want to finish up? All right. Thank you for listening. You can find us at the-roster.net for our basketball and video game stuff. More video game stuff recently. Probably have to get onto some more basketball articles and stuff like
Come
that.
playoffs, there's gonna be a lot of articles.
Yeah, we'll have a bit more for that stuff. Yeah, if you have a question, I can add, like, if you have questions, I'll add them to this thing. We'll play the dice game again.
Woo!
therostermail@gmail.com. You can also contact us at roster.net on Facebook or roster tweets on Twitter. We don't care how you get questions to us or comments. Just talk to us.
Just do it.
It'll make our day.
Throw me your words.
Send a messenger pigeon.
Yeah, legit. Smoke signals work. Yell out your window. We'll get it.
PlayStation message.
Yeah.
Send us a telegram.
Yep. Print off a Nintendo Switch screenshot and leave it under my door. I'll get that too.
Get your question written out in skywriting.
Yeah. Do it like every time. Get Lonzo Ball to shoot in Morse code so that we can watch him play and work out the Morse code of Lonzo Ball playing.
Alright, that's good.
We're going to finish on
Yeah,
that?
let's finish
cool.
on that.
Thank you guys for joining me. Thanks for listening. We'll catch you next week.
I will
Bye.
find LaVar Ball. Ezra, did you see Mo Spates with an almost double-double today?
I actually didn't see it because I can feel it when it happens. Like, every time Mo hits a 3, it's like, it resonates in my heart.